good afternoon. It's Jonathan back here, out for another day for the first time in a while with the tractor to do some work and actually start taking some videos again. Looking forward to this one. This is something that's been I wanted to get done 2 weeks ago, but with work and then getting sick, and I traveled a little bit for work into the States and everything else, it kept getting put off. So today, if you can kind of see in the background there, I got my tractor on the back of the truck and I am heading out to do a brush cutting job, but this one's a bit different. So with my job, it's a great job, but it can be dangerous sometimes because I get to see all the cool toys I'd love to have for my own tractor. Anyways, last year I sold a flail mower, an offset flail mower, to a gentleman, and ever since then I've wanted one. Anyways, I finally had the opportunity to try one out in the back of my tractor. So what it is, it's a Morino Centurion Super 132. So it's about 60-inch overall width, but has a 54-inch working width, I want to say. Anyways, this thing it's wicked. Like there's a smaller version of this one, of this offset mower. I went with the Centurion Super because I figured, you know, ever upgrade the tractor, it's something I can grow into. But it also it's got a cast iron gearbox and it's built a little bit more heavy duty for long-term work. So like if I got into a day where I got to be in the tractor for 6 or 7, 8 hours, this mower is going to keep up. Anyway, so that's what's on the back of the tractor there now. I'm just heading down into cottage country in behind Tourist Trap Central of Prince Edward Island. And anyways, yeah, they've got a gentleman here who's got some space right down near the water. He wants me to try to mill up, or not mill up, to cut up. Big goal for me, don't end up in the water. I don't want my tractor going for a swim. But yeah, we'll get everything disconnected and unhooked here, and we'll put her right to work. So we're just pulling up to the site here now. All right, getting to the site, and I got the tractor all geared up. I'll turn you around so you can see exactly what I'm dealing with. So this is the Morino Centurion Super offset flail mower. This particular unit, it'll articulate up 90 degrees. It'll offset out behind the tractor, and it's everything's done hydraulically. I got a huge drum on the back here. And on the underside, if you can see, I got hammers. The hammers, there's two types of blades you can get for this flail mower when you're doing when you're ordering them. And one's the Y blades, which is more of a grass blade, and you can get through. It'll give you a much finer, nicer cut. And the other option is those that I have on there, which are the hammers. And the reason I went with the hammers is I figured my father and I, there will be times that we want to go through the woods, or we want to do some a little bit heavier duty brush. And in this situation here, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about it too much, but there will be times where we'll be in a situation where maybe it's trees, saplings, something along those lines that we're gonna have to want to mow down, and I'd like to have something a bit more durable to do that. But anyways, so I want to get started and get right to it, and I don't know what I'm looking for. I can't find what I thought I was looking for. So from there, I'm just gonna get things unloaded then. We'll go right to it. right, let's see how this works. Now, I got a fair amount of stuff. I'm gonna start with offsetting it because that's what it's here for. Get my RPMs up. And I thought that was gonna stall me out, but we're good. Once I'm done, I'll show you exactly how all this, hydraulically, how this all works. But hey, it's working. It's working pretty good. I think I can offset it a bit more. We're going through some raspberry bush or some sort of thistle brush, and she's eating it up like a champ. Offset it a bit more off the side of the tractor. Yeah, I wonder how quickly I can go through this, because this is pretty tall stuff. Like it's roughly the same height as the tractor. But the tractor's not laboring too difficult. Not really laboring at all. I'm not too sure how quick I want to go. And now I'm coming up to some thicker stuff. Again, thicker brush. It's got really thin, I don't know what you call it. It's not like seagrass, but oh yeah. Eating through it. Oh. Tractor's bogging down a bit now. A larger horsepower tractor would definitely handle this a little bit nicer. I primarily went this size, like I said, because if I want to go larger down the road, I would have that ability without having to upgrade anything. But hey, it's eating through it. I like. And the big thing for this fella here is I gotta find out, I don't want to overstep my boundaries and go into something I'm not supposed to. That worked pretty well. Let's take a look. So there's the drums. We got the roller on the back there to kind of flatten stuff as we go. It ate through that pretty good and made a really good job. Man, a couple high spots that it went over. Like, you know, this is dry bush or whatever, but like you can see the stuff that we ate through. You know, again, it's not like this is a tree, but it's wet. It's not dead and dying or anything. Overall, I'm pretty impressed. I do wish I could offset it the opposite side of the tractor, which obviously is not going to be possible, only because it would make it easier when I go back the other direction. But I'm gonna keep at it and see how far I go, and hopefully this doesn't take too long. This mower works really well on the back of my tractor. I'm not bogging down. Again, I'm not going through anything too crazy thick. I'm about to go through something thicker here right now. Got my music blasting. Some pretty thick brush here. Oh, baby. Now, I'm going through some rose bush or something now. I don't know what it is, but it's thick. Scratching my tractor. But once again, tractor's not bogging down. All right, here we go. We got probably about a 3/4 inch brush of some sort that I'm going over. Let's see what it does. Still RPM, still good and steady. Oh man. Ha ha! Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now I can't remember. I have to call the customer about this seagrass. There is a lot of just really tall grass, and I'm thinking I'm okay. I don't see any beach or anything like that. So I'm gonna send them a picture. Man, she's working good. Oh, bogging down a bit there now. Coming back through these, I don't know what kind of berries those are. Blueberries? I hope they're not people. Raspberries. So now that I'm getting this path cleared this one way, I'm gonna offset the mower when I get going around again. And I'm gonna drive in this path that I cleared, and that way it's just nice, easy going the whole way through. But boys, oh boys, I can't get over how good that works. And what a nice clean finish as well. Get some sort of deal. All right, here comes a tree of some sort. It's about 1 inch in diameter. Oh, baby. Chewing right through it. Barely even slowed down. Oh, there she goes. Bring her back up to speed. All right, let's go some 4-wheel drive. For the most part, I'm getting through all this tall stuff in just 2-wheel drive. Man, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hello? Oh, the Frank's red the thick sauce, the red sauce, the Frank's Hot, Red Hot. But it's the thick stuff. Okay, bye, thank you. gonna give a good enough idea. Like the camera behind probably helps, but like, man, I'm barely even slowing down. Now mind you, I'm not going fast. Probably like, I don't know, a mile an hour, 2 miles an hour. But still, and it's taking the full girth. I could probably bring it back and only take half. Oh. We stalled her. Well, that right there is why you should be watching what you're doing. Oh, full RPM, don't want that. Oh no. So one nice thing about that, let's go find out what's in there. I'm worried. It doesn't look good. So, I was gonna wait till the end to show you how this offsets, but there's something furry down in there. Oh good, it's just rope. Still, not what I want, but being able to offset this is nice. So I'm going to show you a little trick. So that's offset. Let's be safe. Shut off the tractor now. Right here. So I got my 3 different options for where I want the PTO to run. I can run just my rear PTO, my mid and my rear, and my rear. So now this Del Morino mower is currently being ran off the back, off the rear PTO, which means I can't really spin in reverse. So what I'm going to do is pull that lever down so that it only engages my mid PTO, and in theory I should be able to spin that freely and get myself all entangled, which is excellent. That's just popping right out of there. Good, because that concerned me. I was really worried that, honestly, I was worried that I hit a fox. That was that's what I was worried about. And this could have been definitely a lot worse. That's awesome. Being able to offset that, or to hydraulically flip that on its edge at 90 degrees. In theory, I'm supposed to be able to cut on 90 degrees. I'm not too worried about trying that right now. Stay. But that made life so much easier than trying to lift this up and prop it so that I could get underneath. Oh no, there goes my camera. Oh, that was bound to happen. All my cameras. You don't want to stay in place. All of my cameras. Oh. I win. I knew that was going to happen. Curved glass and all. Let's see where we're at recording wise. Or does the battery do? Still recording. We're good. Who's texting me? And that does not concern me in the least. Onward! So now you'll see in my camera, my other camera, articulate this back. And then it is heavy. It's that rear mower weighs probably about 800 pounds off the back of this tractor. Myself back here. Let's see if we stall her. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's just a really big load on that, but once again, we're on the road. had my eyes open. I don't know if you can see that. That right there is definitely more than 2 inches. So I'm not even gonna try putting the mower through that. It's right there, we're hitting it. Go up over top of it. Yeah, I'm not willing to. Maybe the mower would handle it, but I'm not gonna go to void warranty on the first day. Maybe when the day comes that I start actually making money from YouTube and other social media, I may try going over that. But today ain't gonna be that day. Good to know. I just got a text from the guy who hired me to do this, just confirming where he wanted me to go. And so I am going to go in a little bit deeper, take out a lot of that brush, get down close to the seagrass, and then that's where I'll stop. So probably another 2 or 3 rounds of this. Oh, but it's 6 o'clock. Ay, caramba. See how quick I can get through this. I've only been out of the room a half hour, 40 minutes, and part of that was setting up YouTube videos. So we'll give this another go. Ever pass that? Oh, come up higher, baby. Into the ground. Don't be into the ground. Working well, working well, working well. I hope this camera's not that shaky whenever I go to edit this footage, because I don't like the way that's shaking. That's just loosey-goosey. Anyways, okay. I don't think my mic is working, but that's all right. Maybe my headphones will do the trick. So it's been about an hour, and we're not quite an acre. I think we were about a half acre. It was tall grass, a lot of brush. Figuring some stuff out, but take a look at the job that thing did. You can just see how close to the ground, like really, like it's not lawnmower finish, but that's lawnmower close. Went through a lot of big brush over here. Right here, you can see like how thick some of that stuff was, and it just kind of went right through it, mulched that up. Like that's 3/4. This is I wasn't going to risk it on that because, well, that's just too big. But overall, it did a pretty good job. Dad is still running her, just thinking to himself. Get off to the other side. So that drum is spinning in reverse, and it's pulling everything up into itself and wanting to shoot it at the back. So I'm actually going to stand way back here. Realistically, nothing should be shooting out or coming back towards me at all, but I'm not going to risk it. So there's some seaweed and stuff in here, but even that got mulched up quite nicely. A little bit of a few windrows here and there. That could just be operator usage, or maybe that's just what's gonna happen with tall grass. But like, that did a pretty decent job. Like, so my finger, I'm touching the ground. Like, I'm only down, I don't know, inch and a hair. So another probably 2 passes and we'll be loading up. What's he doing? Oh, he's just doing some final stuff. Overall though, I was worried about having a larger, getting a larger machine for the size tractor that I have. Like, I wasn't too worried about the width, but the heavy duty, the cast iron, those sorts of things I was worried about, because it added 200 pounds to the overall weight of the machine compared to another one that we have in stock at work. And you know, it's not the tractor it's running on is not a very big tractor. It only weighs 2,300 pounds without, not counting the loader. So maybe 2,000 pounds, or sorry, maybe close to 2,700 pounds for that tractor. And then I'm throwing a mower on the back that's offsetting up, that weighs 800. That's a lot. But the tractor handles it well. It helps that I have loaded rear tires. I have no sweet clue if I'm gonna be able to use any of this footage because of the wind noise. That's why I wish the mic was working, but we shall see.